Hey everybody, Ken here with Radio Free Hub City. So tonight was scheduled to be our monthly news cap, but in light of a few things that have happened recently, we decided to take the night off. And I did a little bit of reflection, and I needed to go ahead and make a statement about some stuff that's been happening lately here in our county. You know, I I'm concerned. I'm very concerned. Um, we've witnessed in the past several months uh, a lot of outlandish behavior at county meetings, and it comes no surprise that a lot of this has escalated. And this is probably been going on for almost a year now, I think. And we saw the culmination of that escalation this week with the denial of multiple residents of the ability to speak in a public meeting. Now, there's a lot of speculation and concern regarding why were those residents not allowed to speak when other residents were allowed to, and the fairness and the potential legality regarding all of that. I'm not going to get into all that. We already read an article. Want to go read the article about it. Here's my big concern. We are so damn divided, and we keep seeing this division getting worse and worse and worse, and it breaks my heart. It used to be 20 years ago, things weren't this bad. What the hell changed? Well, I think it's time we need to take a step back, try to figure out how can we fix this divide? How can we fix the because we really feel like we're at a breaking point in this country. When we've got people being shut down, being prevented from speaking at a public meeting because of their viewpoints, that's a problem. The one thing that we pride ourselves in here at Radio Free Hub City is that we believe in free speech. We believe in the First Amendment. All right, that's not just the First Amendment for people that we agree with. That's not just free speech for people that we agree with. That's free speech. Now, and I know that we can get into the whole debate of, well, the limitations of free speech. You can't make defamatory comments and stuff like that. I'm not getting into all that right now. Okay. What I am going to get into is that when you have people show up to talk about a topic, and you don't let them speak, especially if it's a topic that's being discussed at that meeting, that's a serious problem. I can tell you now. Do I agree with everything that was going to be said by the NAACP folks at the Washington County Commissioner meeting this week? Probably not. Okay? I'm sure I probably disagree with some of it. That's okay. It's okay to disagree. All right? And I can tell you, I probably also disagree with some of the stuff that the county commissioners believe in. That's okay. It's okay to disagree. What's not okay is shutting down someone's ability to present those views. Shut down someone's ability to present their speech, to voice their opinion in public. Public meetings have a very special place because They're the best form we have of democracy in this great republic, because it gives us direct interaction, not just with our public officials, but also it gives us a platform to present our views to the general public who are watching the meeting. And how wonderful is it that we live in a time where everyone can watch that meeting, whether they can be there in person or not. So when you shut down someone's freedom of speech like this, it becomes such a serious problem. That is not what our country stands for. So I really hope that the county commissioners will do the right thing, that they will apologize to those who did not get to speak, invite them back, and ensure that there is sufficient time allowed for them to speak. I also have to bring up something that is kind of ironic and humorous, because for the longest time I keep hearing about how all we do is support the right wing stuff. All we do is support the conservative stuff. But yeah, that's not the case, clearly. Because if all we supported was the conservatives, well, guess what? Every single one of those county commissioners is a conservative. So yeah, clearly that's not the case. But I just have to laugh about this all, because here we are, just this little tiny news outlet, and we're I know that we're making a difference, because I've seen the difference that we make. And thank you everybody who's supported us for these many years, and everybody who has started to support us recently. I hope and I pray that we can find a way to mend this divide. And the only way we're going to do that is by talking to each other, listening to each other, and not shutting each other down, not shutting each other out. And that exchange of ideas is so important, because if we just start living in an echo chamber, we're never going to have any progress. We're never going to make things better for everybody. So that's why it's just so important that we start talking to each other. We start opening a dialogue, and not just shut each other out and shut each other down. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Apologies that we didn't do our regular podcast this month. We just our hearts weren't in it because of what happened this week. And hopefully we'll start to see things change for the better soon. So, all right, for Radio Free Hub City, this is Ken Buckler.